which was the character that he took that victory with. And so I'm curious to see how Guichabou plays against it, because again, megD is a player who plays primarily in two characters that he plays the most are the Val and the Asuri, right? And we've seen some other Katars legends, we've seen some other sword legends. It's mainly the sword and the Katars that we see the most of. But Hattori is one that we've seen occasionally, but nowhere near as much as the other two. And so far, Guichabou already building good damage here. We should be doing really good work.
That was very, very close to a KO there. But I think what's really going to be conflicting is that megD is able to change the pace so quickly, and like they can go from playing real hyper aggressive to just waiting until you die of old age. Guichabou on the other hand, kind of is locked into that quick play, quick fast. I gotta go speed, quick fast kind of zoom. Double delay recovery from megD, not gonna kill. But I think that's probably where Guichabou is gonna struggle a little bit, having trouble adapting. Good end-sig there from megD.
Yeah, seeing a punish on the cannon neutral signature on Lin Fei is a very rare occurrence, because I mean Guichabou has demonstrated that signature has so little end lag, and you can move out of it so consistently. Those. So good. Of course, the double delay. I think that was a bit overzealous by megD. I think that might have been a bit of overconfidence with this spear. I don't know how much Hattori I've seen out of megD. I mean, I know megD's played it before, but not to the consistency of these other two characters. But still, regardless, we're seeing a almost full stock lead coming out of megD here, and that's a really good pace to make, because I've said it before that this first stock of this first game can be very much in the favor of the underdog player, and in this case that is Guichabou, and so far he will equalize up the stocks, but the damage still in megD's favor. But we know Guichabou can really just rack up this damage so quickly, especially with the Katars on this Lin Fei, and megD now over onto the sword, definitely the favored option for finding these knockouts. Will be looking for this delay recovery. Now sort of spacing, I guess, kind of for the neutral light here, finds the down air. Actually backdashes away from Guichabou there. Possibly could have found the D-line, into recovery. Neutral light once again. Guichabou, a lot of weaponry coming out. I went to the cannon. A bit less consistent in damage build in comparison to Katars, but like, I mean, we said it before, Guichabou can equalize up this damage so quickly, and we see it here. I mean, gravity cancel unarmed slide heavy is not interesting, but megD will, I mean, definitely capitalize off it. The unarmed recovery won't be enough to take out megD's second stock double delay coming in. That's almost 70 damage coming out of that spear, and that's huge if you're megD. Currently almost lapping Guichabou in damage, but now disarmed as Guichabou takes on to that cannon. What does Guichabou need to do to really take back this game if you're Guichabou here?
I think you just need to slow down a little bit, play a little bit more careful. I mean, that I'm guessing misinputted GC side heavy, that was pretty much catastrophic there for that momentum. I mean, Guichabou was having such a field day with his Katars, doing so much damage, good deal setter. But, I mean, after that, all the momentum just got shifted towards megD. He's like, okay, I can punish this, I can work with this, and then started working with it. I mean, we saw megD, I mean, take so much damage, and then stay on that stock with that same damage. Guichabou just could not finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, megD is a player who very much plays on optimality and finding like the optimal strings, the optimal combos. Every single time he goes for an opening, he will look for the... Okay, I have been interrupted by the fact that I see a character head on this map banning that I didn't expect to see, and it's Guichabou locking in the Queen and Nye in Grand Finals against megD.
Wild pick. Shout out though, Queen Nye Ensig, baby.
I mean, with the most recent patch, we've had a big change to like grounded dashes and dash canceling, because you can now find these dash cancels on the ground, which gives characters that have a lot less momentum like the ability to find grounded speed and grounded momentum out of almost nowhere. And so Queen Nai, who struggled with this low dexterity and this low like speed, a bit more of a balanced level of speed, and Guichabou isn't the first player to try and make use of this. I mean, we saw Java do the exact same against Impala in Moose Wars recently, who actually managed to take a victory over Impala with the Queen Nai. So
really,
yep, absolutely.
Oh
so
yeah, that was the week I was gone.
Perhaps Queen Nai isn't as low tier as some people expect, but still.
Hey.
Guichabou is making it work so far with the damage very much equalized up. The D-Light into the neutral signature, which is pretty much a true combo in most situations. Guichabou taking his first lead here so far. megD, I guess, taken a bit off guard by this Queen Nai pick.
Yeah, I mean, when we said Guichabou needs to take it a little bit slower, he took that literally. He's like, alright, I know what makes me slow down.
Yeah.
Slow, no speed. Let's go. Move on. And I think I've seen a few people say like 2-speed Nai is kind of like optimal right now. But or not optimal, but it's better than it has been. Personally, not at all. Five decks does not give you anything on spear, doesn't give you anything on guitars. There's just really no point in doing it. I mean, 3-speed is fine. I think you can get a lot of different things off that. I think you get plus attack from minus decks. But it's just not worth it in my opinion, you know? I mean, sure, you'll get a little bit extra decks, a little bit of less frame lag. But, I mean, I don't know, but the 4-speed Nai still works pretty fine. I mean, it's working pretty well right now. But a beautiful down there for megD, but unfortunately, Queen Nai don't die.
That's true. That's true. That is one of the strengths of Queen Nai, is having that incredible defense. Another strength is that D-Light into NSYNC combo, which is one of the few signature true combos left in the game, and Guichabou making good use of it. And so, and because of that, I mean, the damage was equalized up for a second, and megD quickly shutting that down into that dash movement. I mean, I think since the patch, we've slowly seen pro players get used to that dash speed and make use of how quickly they can move there. And like the longer it's been since that patch, more and more players have been like getting used to it. And I think especially Luna and megD have been moving at speeds that previously were not really thought to be possible on ground. Guichabou will find the neutral signature to equalize up the stocks. megD still slightly in the lead, but with guitars in hand, if you're Guichabou, you can equalize this up very, very quickly.
Yeah, but I mean, does not have the decks that he had on the Lin Fei. However, does have the reads down, doing a little bit of damage there to megD, but it's just really not enough. The sword is so solid against combating guitars. Sidelight out-prioritizes quite a few moves on guitars, but so does Enlight. I mean, megD is just playing so well right now with this sword. So much damage being built. Guichabou is struggling to even find any openings. Picking up that spear once again. Beautiful spear, by the way. I just want to say that. And
yeah. A very appealing spear skin, which there are plenty of in the game. D-Light side air will be big for megD. Not quite going to be able to knock out because, like you said, Queen Nai and Never Die. That defense really coming in clutch. megD will find the extra side air, however, and that's going to be huge. That's, I mean, dude, a 3-0 grand finals is incredible, but in terms of how this bracket has been going, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh no!
Ooh. Oh boy!
Okay. The 9 decks Lord Vrax coming out of Guichabou. I feel like this is a desperation pick, but in current patch, for those who are not aware, Lord Vrax has a like 40 damage true combo with the Lance downlight into neutral light, and there we see it immediately. And the question is whether or not megD is ready for this, because we saw Knees play this incredibly well at the most recent DreamHack. I don't know how much practice Guichabou has
Didn't he play Vrax?
with this legend.
He plays Vrax.
Does he?
Oh,
Maybe he does.
that was a
Maybe
beautiful.
he does.
megD actually starting to struggle a little bit against that lance. It's definitely like definitely big change up there. I mean, we saw a slower weapon with the spear and the cannon compared to guitars, but now we're seeing that lance, that quick, heavy damage dealing weapon. And these blasters, the the low damage dealing quick weapon. But megD's like, whatever, and it's still playing on perfectly fine.
Yeah, and megD will find. megD is so consistent with this D-Light into like a jump recovery, because for those not aware, getting a jump into your D-Light recovery combo on sword will secure knockouts surprisingly more efficiently because of that extra verticality, and megD making good use of it here. Spear in hand, D-Sig will actually secure the knockout equalization for Guichabou, but still, so far, I mean, we've seen multiple games where Guichabou has been like keeping it close with megD for these first two stocks, and the final stock has been really in favor of megD, and so far, megD's gearing up for that exact same game plan as he has Guichabou entering into the red here on this second stock, finds the side air, weapon throw by Guichabou over onto the blasters, but Guichabou still playing from behind in terms of damage.
Yeah, but I mean, as you say that, the damage gets pretty much evened up. Guichabou actually might be in a little bit of a leading. However, megD looking for a KO with a sider, not gonna be able to find it this time. However, going up, Guichabou gets faked out.
Not in grands,
and he goes
dude.
down.
Not in grands. Not in grand finals.
He's on tournament stock. This is a 2-0 right now for megD. He just needs his last stock for that sweet victory. Yeah.
Yeah, megD one stock away from a 3-0 grand finals. Very careful to avoid that blasters recovery. I think slowing down the pace a little bit here against Guichabou's blasters. And Guichabou, not a player who's played blasters as much in the pro scene as he has those guitars and that cannon, and so far megD finding his straight hits. The neutral sig will equalize up the stocks, and now Guichabou starting out these weapons, sticking with the lance for most likely that D-Light into N-Light true combo. megD sneaking out that weapon pick up under Guichabou's nose, and the damage still slightly in megD's favor, but that's huge for him in terms of a 3-hit combo right there, but still the damage building in favor of megD. Guichabou needs to stop this bleeding if he wants to win this tournament. He can't afford to go down here.
Yeah, but I mean, megD it's like, I wanted to be over. I'm tired. I'm kind of done here. Guichabou is still just trying to figure out something to do. So I'm trying to find out some opening, some way to get confirm around to this sword. Trying to find really anything to do. He's just struggling in general. Playing on the side once again. megD watching him like a hawk, trying to find out the perfect time to strike. D-Light recovery,
and that is gonna be enough. megD taking the 3-0 over Guichabou in grand finals. What a convincing